Guys, welcome back to the Crafty Maven. My name is Alicia, and I am doing a scrap lift Saturday. So if you saw the inspiration piece in the beginning and the sketch that I'll be lifting, you'll kind of have an idea of where I'm going. I am lifting off of Jessie Christopher, and if you do not know who she is, you have to go check out her blog. I also put that in the picture of her page. She's amazing. She designs for lots of companies, Maggie Homes, L Studio, I believe maybe Studio Calico, I'm not sure. Citrus, I mean, it's like so many companies, and she's amazing. So I'm going to lift her layout, and I follow it pretty close. I love the design. Um, Obviously, mine looks different because of the inspiration piece, and I'm using the colors mainly, some of the text, just the boldness of the inspiration piece. I was really happy that I got to work with it. So I'm starting with a piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock, and I'm taking some Heidi Swap Gold Mist and just, smushing that on the background. I also did some splatters and dried it, so fast forward to this area. I'm using a 4 by 6 photo instead of the two photos that Jessie had used in her layout. Um, and it's a landscape format. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. It's in landscape. I did it in black and white so that I could really use a lot of bright colors on this layout. Not that I'm not one of those people that really tries to match my colors of my picture to my layout, but using such bright colors like in the inspiration piece, I figured black and white was the way to go. So I did place a doily on the top and bottom half doilies, and I love how that just kind of brings your eye into the middle of the page. And here I go with some layers. So I'm using a lot of old papers, a lot of print shop. This paper is from print shop. This is Studio Calico. It's a pretty old line. And I'm just kind of trying to match the type of layers that she has going on. They're not exactly the same as hers. They're not to a T, but I'm trying. So you can see where the really graphic prints, the brush script, the bold colors are kind of coming into play. This is a piece of My Mind's Eye, Find Your Wings and Fly, and that bright yellow, it's almost a fluorescent yellow greenish, is the closest piece of paper that I could actually find in all of my papers, and I have so many papers that kind of match the inspiration piece. So I'm using that, and I'm gonna fiddle with these quite a bit. You're gonna see me fiddle quite a bit until I feel like they're how I like them. But the last piece I'm gonna layer behind is going to be this plus sign um, print from Studio Calico, and that's from Print Shop as well. And I was just watching one of Sarah Schwan or Swan, one of her videos the other day, and she was saying that she doesn't really get the plus sign trend right now. And, I understand that completely because she says she doesn't know what it really means, and so she has a hard time using it. I, on the other hand, am obsessed with the plus signs. I don't know what they mean. I could care less what they mean, but I love it. I am just attracted to really graphic prints, and I mean, the plus signs are graphic, whether they're the sketchy ones or, really uniform like these ones. I just really love the plus sign thing going on. So just thought I guess I'd throw my 2 cents in there in case anybody cared. So this, that's not a good look. Stuttering on the Crafty Maven. How dare you, Alicia? This is the Print Shop 6 by 6. The papers that are to the right are from various places. If I can remember them, I will tell you them as we go. And I'm just pulling out a circle die, trying to find the size that I want to use. If you remember the page of Jessie, she had circles going along horizontally along her page. Swiper, stop. I am sorry. My puppy is like eating my hand. It hurts. So if you hear all this rustling, that's what it is. So I die cut these circles out of the various papers that I had sitting there. I know the text one for sure is Print Shop. The brighter pink one on the left is Amy Tan's sketchbook, I think. The blue one is, I think that is a Webster's Pages line, or I'm sorry, an Echo Park line. Uh, as well as the other pink one, and that yellow one is hashtag summer by American Crafts. So you're going to see me do some outlining. I'm really not that great at outlining. I don't do it too often. I do it sometimes, but I'm not great at it, but I'm okay with that because I love the sketchy look of everything. So I'm okay with that. And I decided as long as I was doing the little circles, I was going to go ahead and do the the layers. So you can kind of see the papers a little bit better than, I can't believe I can't remember that Echo Park line. It's like one of my favorite lines too. I can't believe that I can't remember it. I'm having lots of issues today. Anyways, I'm going to just continue outlining and not dwell. That's when it'll come to me, right? So I have everything outlined, and I want to situate everything again how I like it so that I can place those circles back down. And when I put them down, after I figure out how I want them, I'm going to use just the tiniest bit of that Tombow dot adhesive, and I'm going to sew. So I'm letting some of them hang off the sides, as you can see. I want them to just have a natural flow, like they just fell onto the layout. Nope, here's your bone swiper. Don't quit biting my hand. Yeah, so there you can see, freeze frame. I sewed, not very good. I'm horrible. It's gold thread. But it's okay in the middle that it was like janky kind of, because my layers were going to go there anyways. I just wanted it to have a nice flow where the circles were. And, I'm by far not going for perfect, so they're not perfect stitches, and I'm okay with that. So I'm going to pop my picture up. I stapled all my layers together just so they wouldn't quit moving around everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to pop this up. Swiper, please stop. That hurts. I'm so sorry about this. Unruly puppies. They're like toddlers. Yeah, I'm just roughing up the edges a bit just to give some dimension to these papers, because other than the picture, everything else is flat. And I'm going to glue that down to the background. Mostly because I didn't want to use my ATG and smash the picture because it has pop dots behind it. And I'm going to go around and pull up the edges of these circles a bit. I don't know. It just seemed right to me because I did it on the layers, right? I guess. I don't know. That's how my brain works. Swiper, stop. I am so sorry. That's ridiculous. So yes, I am going to do my title now. It's not very original, but I am using these big bold letters from My Mind's Eye. I got them on clearance a while back, and I just love them. They went perfect with the layout, or with the inspiration board. So my title is dun 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 dun, The Girls. But you know how, like, especially if you have more than one daughter, or however in your family, you kind of know that, well, at least in our family, we refer to them as the girls, Did you pick the girls up? What are the girls doing? Are the girls there? So I don't know. It's not super original, but the girls, those are my girls. They're the girls. So I place the on the top and girls on the bottom, obviously. It's not perfectly straight, but it's bold and I like it. I'm going to put this Maggie Holmes bobby pin thingy there with a yellow bow on it, just to bring some more yellow into the layout. There's not too much, so. And those are from like her first collection, I believe. These are some Baxter. I don't know why I always say that. They're Studio Calico. They might be from the Baxter line. Maybe that's why I say that. Chipboard glitter hearts. And so I just put a couple of those on there. These are, throwback. Studio Calico, the Mistable feathers. I actually don't mist them very often. So I just like to use them white. And I've had like 3 packages. So this might be my last package of these. And I just put 1 on the left and 2 on the right. Swiper! Ow! This is not a toy. I'm so sorry. This is really annoying, right? These are the Jen Hadfield puffy stickers, and I'm just going to use the chevrons to cover up a little bit of that pin area, and then I'm also going to add some to the bottom right of the picture as well, just because they were on the sheet, and I thought it looked good. I'd like to be smart and say, because it balances everything out, but really it is because I'm like, they're on the sheet. I felt like using them. They looked good, so, you know. So these are some Heidi Swap little tiny, what are they called? Like post-it note type things. And I'm just going to pull out this banner one with black and white diagonal stripes and do my very generic journaling on there. Stick that on there. Now what I'm going to cut out next is a label. You can get these labels off of Caitlin Schaefer's blog. I'm sorry, I don't know it by heart, but I'm sure if you just Google Caitlin Schaefer's blog, it will probably be one of the first few that show up. And I downloaded these labels. These ones are gray ones. She has all different colors. I imported them into my Photoshop, and then I just added my own sentiments or whatever I wanted them to say inside of them and printed them out. So this one says, "This makes me happy," and I use the traveling typewriter font. You can get that at defont.com. And I love that. I mean, I know a lot of people do love that font. Swiper. And I just fussy cut that label out and then I tore one side of it. I just like doing that. It just gives a really casual feel. And I see Kelly Perky do it a lot. Okay, that was a nerdy moment. So I just layered that under the journaling. Now I'm going to use some roller date stamps. I love my roller date stamps, roller phrase stamps, however you want to call them. So I'm just looking up the date actually. I'm going to use one that is by Ben Affleck's wife at Joann's. I forget, it's Jennifer. I forget her last name though. And I'm going to use the one that says XOXO, I believe. And then I'm just using my Heidi Swap date stamp to put the date down. And I mean, you would not believe it. I barely have a hand left. This puppy is crazy. I am so sorry. I'm going to use a couple enamel dots. Now, these ones are just from Michaels, and I'm just going to use a couple pink ones. And these are some Heidi Swap enamel shapes, and I'm going to use a couple off of here, one off of here. And these are the Crepe Paper After Dark enamel dots. Now, I love these packages because they give you a lot of the tiny, tiny ones. And even the bigger ones are tiny. Like, these are really mini enamel dots. So I like these packs. I wish all companies would do it that way. My mind's eye. I'm just kidding. Give us more smaller ones. Anyways, yeah. So I am so sorry that you had to endure my rambling, but I am going to do some close-ups so you can see what's going on in the page. And yeah, I know this wasn't a very good voiceover. Sorry, Hannah. But this is what you get. A puppy gnawing on my hand while I do voiceovers. That just is what it is this time. Olivia's at preschool, so she didn't make an entrance into my video. My 4-year-old, for those of you who maybe don't know who I am, she's always in my videos. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and for putting up with me. I hope you liked it. Subscribe to the Crafty Maven. You get a new video or a couple videos every day. It's great. See you guys later. Bye.